recorded the album back home in Helsinki for 2 months early this year, and then we mixed it in Los Angeles. And mastered it in New York, and I was in Los Angeles to fix the cover artwork, and it's really everything musically is done, but we're still fixing the cover. So, but everything's fine. It was pretty easy and pretty simple as a process.
Oh, well, I remember that last time around you recorded in a big mansion in California. So why did you go back home for this new one?
It was like, for example, a keyboard player, Burton, he had his first kid in last October.
Okay.
And we thought that it's nice because we know that once the big wheel starts turning, we're going to be touring a lot and spending a lot of time away from home. So we thought that it's nice to record close to our own apartments and being able to see and meet our friends and stuff like that.
Oh, well,
that was the basic idea.
Oh, that's very cool. And actually, have you kind of abandoned the American way of life you seem to be living when the previous album was released? You were living there, recording there. Bam was your biggest friend, and the such.
Well, I've never really lived in there. It's just that it took a long time to finish up the album last time around, and my home has always been in Helsinki. But with the band, we keep on traveling so much that we basically live all around the world.
Yeah. Okay. I see. And I just read that a preview of the album, Passion Killing Floor, will be previewed on the Transformers album. Do you think that's the best place to preview one of the tracks of the new album?
Well, I think that it's good that we have the opportunity to have it on the soundtrack. That a lot of people who wouldn't necessarily go into the CD store and get the latest album by him,
Yeah.
if they have the opportunity of listening to a song and deciding whether they like it or not. So it's always a bonus. It doesn't take anything away from us.
Yeah, definitely.
So it was fun. I don't care what kind of film it is. It's probably going to be a big action smash.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to see it anyway. So it's a bonus for us. Just to be able to spread the word for the music.
Well, yes, of course. It's just a very strange place to hear him music on big action movie.
Yeah. It could be that they're using a bit of Passion's Killing Floor in movies, so it might fit with the evil robots. You never know.
Yeah, I see. And do you actually like the Transformers? Ever liked them back then?
No, back in the day, no. I was more into like Star Wars.
I see.
And that was like a big thing for me. I had all the old school Star Wars, toys and shit like that.
Do you still own them?
No, I know that they're worth a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly.
I sold them, back in the day. I just had too many of them.
Yeah, what a shame, I guess.
Indeed.
And reading the album titles, it sounds almost like a concept on death, with words like killing, cold blood, suicide, bleed, and such. So, on a lyrical level, what are you dealing with the whole album?
Within the last year, there's been a lot of bad shit happening personally, and it just felt, as the music developed, being a bit more heavy and doomy and gloomy and dark. I thought that it's a good thing to write about the darker things as well. It just fits the music really well.
I see. Well, actually, indeed, I could hear some influences from Black Sabbath. On can't remember. Well, I guess it was Sleepwalking Past Hope. It was.
Yeah, there's a couple of really like Masters of Reality era.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath. Yeah, well, that's one of the bands where we started. We started playing music because of Black Sabbath. So, there's a bit of Led Zeppelin, a bit of Monster Magnet, a bit of Sabbath, a bit of Type O Negative in there. And they're all bands that we adore.
I see. I see. And actually, I remember that you ended the last concert here in Italy with a very long chants of Black Sabbath. And I think most people, very young people, were a bit puzzled by it. I don't know if they even knew the band or the such. So.
Well, you know, I've always said that we're like a fucking road sign towards Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're always talking about Sabbath, and, you know, they're a great band, so, you know, people should take a listen to it. It might sound a bit dated or a bit old for some, but the songs still stand up.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen Heaven and Hell live, and the songs are as fresh as they can be, you know. They are very modern. So.
Yeah, they are, most definitely.
And and you just quoted some other bands like Led Zeppelin and Type O Negative and such as influences on the album. I noticed that most of the songs on the album have huge breakdowns towards the end, you know, where the sound shifts completely. How did you work it all out? Were you just trying to?
It happened naturally. We weren't really thinking about it, but we wanted, you know, to have a lot of moods, as in like, you know, like movie soundtracks, type of things. You know, that there's really moody, and that there's a lot of instrumentation and instrumental parts, rather than having like really direct, like you know, 3-minute rock songs. It'd be nice to have, you know, very few bands do anything like that. A lot of you know, instrumental parts. That was one of the main ideas, and I really, you know, I enjoy music like that, so that's the reason why I did it.
I see. And now, what about the shorter track of the album, which is Song or Suicide? It sounds something very personal. You know, it's just you, your voice, and.
Well, it's good to have dynamics on an album. You know, it's good to have breakdowns and then have something really massive happening after that. So it was. I recorded that song with my acoustic guitar back in Los Angeles, just in my hotel room. Came in there with a laptop recording device, and then we started working on it, and it was just one take. You know, and it was just, you know, we thought that, you know, why not? You know, back in the day, Led Zeppelin had shit like that happening on their albums, and so did Black Sabbath. You know, Master of Reality had Solitude, and like, you know, Sabbath had Fluff. We thought that, you know, it's nice to break down and, you know, do things that are going to surprise people.
Oh yeah, that was definitely a change among the very, very heavy sounds of the new album, you know.
And it makes the, you know, the sounds even heavier, that you have a time, you know, quiet moment there as well.
I see. And talking about heavy stuff, I remember that when I read the news and the reactions to when you covered live the Napalm Death song "You Suffer." Some people said, like, you know, how dare him cover the glorious Napalm Death? So I think.
We just did fucking "You Suffer."
Yeah.
You know, it's just fucking 3 seconds of noise.
Yeah, exactly.
You suffer, but why? But, you know, everybody in the band's always been a big fan of Napalm Death, so we thought, why not? You know, and we're friends with Lee Dorian and all, so it just felt right.
So you, I guess not many people got the joke. You know, they just read that you covered Napalm Death, but they don't know the song, which is like 10 seconds long.
You know, if we cover like fucking Chris Isaac, why couldn't we cover Napalm Death?
Yeah, I see. Well, it was meant more of a joke, I guess. Not many people got it.
I know. That's the reason why we did it.
Yeah. Do you actually stumble in many people in the music business with no sense of humor or not getting your jokes?
Well, you know, you gotta have some humor in you too. You can take music seriously, but never take yourself too seriously. So it's good to you know, surprise people and do something weird.
Yeah, because I guess most people expect you to be, you know, gloomy and doomy all the time and such. So.
Well, you know, but it's like, you know, Ozzy Osbourne's never done a happy song. Still a funny character.
Yeah.
So it doesn't necessarily rule the other thing out.
I see.